Greetings, citizens of the world. It is absolutely well known that Comey lied and lies for former President Barack Obama and Hillary Clinton. And even though Obama himself did everything he could to hide the fact that James Comey lied to American people under oath, even if we thought that with the victory of President Trump this will change, it seems we were wrong. Former presidential candidate Hillary Clinton might have hoped to slide away into obscurity after her defeat at the hands of Trump, but it seems that no matter what, her history of wrongdoings are coming back to haunt her. Despite desperately trying to argue that there was no public interest in releasing her emails, the FBI has reversed its decision, releasing Clinton's emails, and in turn exposing her corruption to the world, according to the Washington Times. After weeks of saying, stunningly enough, that there wasn't enough public interest in Hillary Clinton's email case to warrant releasing more of her emails, the Bureau has changed its mind and is planning to release more details concerning the obstruction of justice probe into Clinton's actions. Ty Clevenger, an attorney in New York City, first filed a Freedom of Information Act (FOIA) request in March asking for a number of documents from the FBI, as well as correspondence exchanged with Congress regarding the Clinton email investigation. He attempted to obtain information that might prove her guilty of perjury, and since she lost the election and was no longer in power, he figured the request wouldn't be too difficult to make. However, they turned down his request, saying that the Bureau has determined you have not sufficiently demonstrated that the public's interest in disclosure outweighs personal privacy interests of the subject. They're saying the public doesn't care. The FBI is trying to cover its own rear end. I think they know this thing is going to look terrible for them. They deep-sixed this, they whitewashed it, and they don't want the documents coming out just showing how badly they covered it up, said Clevenger in an interview with Tucker Carlson. He even said in another interview with the Washington Times that, it looks like the Obama administration is still running the FBI. Despite his initial setback, the New York lawyer appealed to the Justice Department, which said they were modifying the FBI's response. After speaking with Clevenger, Justice Department official Sean R. O'Neill said that they concluded the records are indeed part of the Clinton investigation file and are making those documents public in installments. The FBI will continue to process and post subsequent releases of responsive records until processing of the entire investigative file is complete, O'Neill stated. This wasn't the only victory Clevenger achieved. Earlier this week, he won a ruling from a state judge in Maryland who ordered an investigation into whether or not Mrs. Clinton's lawyers should face discipline for how they handled her emails. These same lawyers have been accused of engaging in the destruction of evidence, as they deleted emails that the government later determined were official records that should have been returned to the State Department. If an average lawyer destroyed 30,000 pieces of evidence, he would have been disbarred and prosecuted, Clevenger said in his Fox News interview prior to this announcement. As more details regarding the Comey-Clinton private email